Hey, I'm back. What's going on? We have 1 million viewers while I was away. Alright, back. Got my raspberry lambic. And some potato chips. Okay, so as you might well imagine, having the floor here is very useful. Wait, what happened? Stream's being weird. Alright. Yeah, having the floor here makes everything feel really, really like actually there. So that's pretty handy. I would like to get more of it in. So one thing we've got is, right now we've got this section of the road like over to here, or maybe it's over to here. And then we've also got this. So we need this piece in the middle here. Come on, Epic Man. Where are you at? Where did I put Epic Man? Oh, there it is. Man, totally lost this window. Alright, so we need this whole section here. It's kind of a weird shape, but fortunately we have it framed in on a couple of sides, at least. So that's the shape of the thing we need. It's a weird thing. It's a lot of weird height variations, and I suppose after that we can then get this. And so I'm going to try to do that, and then maybe this alleyway back here. That might be the way to go. Let me see here. Okay, so this piece. It's a weird shape, gets skinny, kind of comes between these two islands here. Let us look at that from the ground. Okay. So I can cut off this piece. Don't need to worry about that. Just get like this. And that up there goes to, yeah, so this corner there is this corner here. It's the same. Hammer, we need the piece that comes down from knock it off. Alright. I think this is probably a bad perspective to have on this. I think what I want to get is this corner here. I could do this in strips maybe. Let's get this strip. Like that. And then another strip across like that. And then another strip like that. Then one like that-ish. It's not going to be quite correct. Basically do this in rectangles. Later then we can subdivide there and here, and then all our displacements you can see will sew because they'll meet at the corners. Just chop them into extra pieces, which always works. It's a fine way to do it. Okay, so first thing is the altitude here. We have the altitude of this pinned down. We know where that is, so we need to know how far down this comes from a line that goes straight across. And just for fun, we could call that, I kind of want to say more than 16. Maybe this starts to go down a lot. Let's say that these two corners are level. So this is, you know, a line that goes straight across diagonally here. Let's say that this is 32. Let's make it a drastic drop. Oh yeah, and how wide is that? "24 feet. So we are supposing then that the width of that is the same as the height of this. Basically that this line across is the same as, you know, this wide. It's not too far off. So that's 288 inches. Oh, but from where? Oh yeah, into that. Okay. So got width comes out further than the edge of that. Yeah, by quite a bit. Almost a car length. You should go out a little further. There. Then that's about straight across. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then down 32, which is that far. we're talking about a space like, actually this one. Oops. So we're talking about that strip, this strip right here. Okay, which is this strip. Actually, let us increase that a bit. There we go. Create a displacement on top of that. Create a profile on here. Okay, there, and the road, as it comes out of there, goes down this way. This thing curves down with it also. Okay, fill that in with just a little patchy piece for this spot right there. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. So the next piece up is, or will be, that's another piece that goes like that. So if I can get the levels for the corners there, take one little step up here. Okay. Well, how much altitude do we have to work with? So we need to get from here to here. Oh no. Excuse me. We need to get actually from this corner down to this corner. So that slope. which is say like this, from there down to there. It's 112. You come down about 112 units. In addition, let's see, this one's way over to the right, it needs to curve to the left to come to that corner. Yeah, so we'll get this curve. It's 112 divided by 16. It's 7 times 16, right? 10 plus, yeah, 6. Yep. So if we're dividing that, so we need to come up 16 units 7 times. So if we divide those 7 times across this distance, it looks fairly uniform. Make that last one extra wide so it's shallower. So 5 and then wide and then wide. We'll try that. And the shape of it is it's this big wide open triangle. Our right edge is always in that one spot. This one's a little wider. And then like half, 2/3 is wide. Wait. 50% wider? Yeah. And then even narrower. Oh, wait, this one isn't as. What's that distance? So this is greater than that, which means that which is 6, that should be 3. This one's 4, but back out to the same distance. This big trapezoidal piece coming up. That's weird. Like, comes up to there. Okay. That's approximately the profile of it. Two, and then another 2, 3, 4. And then, oops. What did I miss? far as differences in elevation left right, goes up pretty smoothly on the left, matches this thing on the right. Actually, there we go. Yeah. Shouldn't be a mound like that. This is wrong. Should be scooped the other way. Wish you could lock the edges of your displacements before you smooth. Be handy. Okay, how's that look? Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then see up here. Create that displacement. Ba-doop. Actually, that should come into there. Maybe no curve on this. This should be flat. Oh, wait a minute. This one's gonna be flat across. Whatever, I'll fix later. I always like to tell people how good Hammer is as a level editor. Man, editing displacements kind of sucks. It's not that it isn't fun, it is kind of, I don't know, it scratches a kind of OCD itch. The tools are really primitive. Maybe some of you out there right now who are used to more advanced modeling tools and being like, what the hell do you put up with that? And that's a good question. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how anyone does. It's pretty bad. So I didn't do this right. This needs to be flat. Maybe level right here, at least roughly. Okay, as for this piece, it does slice it in half somewhat. And come up with it like this. That's not good enough. There. There we are. Okay. Weird. Don't like it. It's too weird. There. These are as guides. In case anyone was wondering, so I've got all these blocks below the displacements, and the reason they're there is because displacements don't enclose the level. Levels in the source engine have to be in a closed space to compile. You can't run them otherwise. And displacements don't count as something that encloses the level. They're not solid for the purpose of that algorithm. Same with anything that's an entity. That's not just like regular world geometry. So that's why I have these things under there. Unfortunately, like this is a real texture. I have to load this texture and render it. When I'm getting around to finalizing the level, I'm going to replace all of those with no draw. Because no draw, the game just skips rendering it, but it does count as solid. So it'll enclose the level properly, but it won't need to be drawn, or like, you know, the game won't have to take any time after trying to render it. But for right now, this texture is good under there, even though it will render, so it's easier to see, it's easy to work with. There probably, or there shouldn't be any gray blocks left by the time I'm done. Actually, that's not true. All the surfaces down here will probably stay gray blocks forever, gray and orange blocks. Many of these will never get replaced because they're just the stuff under the, well, I don't know. Usually when I apply no draw, I apply it to an entire brush. So if I apply it to the top of this brush, it's going to hit everything on it, like, you know, everything at once instead of just one surface. Okay, so I need displacement on these. They all need to come down. Nope, that's pointless. I want these all to be the right shape under there. They don't need to be different heights. We can take care of that organically. What we can do is those drag back down. Oops. Actually, here's what we can do. Oops. There. Let's add some noise. There. Now, what does this do past this point? I know it meets that loading dock over there. So it gets really steep. It's really annoying. It's really steep right there. Comes down not quite to the level of the ramp. This spot will be hidden anyway. It's going to hit the wall there. That like low retaining wall. Oops. It's about there. So then as it falls off, goes kind of like that. Yeah, about there. Call that good. Boop, 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 boop. So what I have is like down to here, I think. What are the options on the? Oh yeah, one's hide show. So the planner thing is going to come to about, well, it's going to come to about here. Actually, it comes right to the end of the ramp. So it's going to come to here and go up like that. Okay, that's something there. So we've made some good progress here. Real quick, I'll just make a piece to fill this in, I suppose. It's not a hard one. Should go down. Okay. Now, close some of this off the skybox too. So I'm trying to keep that all tidy as I go along. Okay. Actually, no, this guy needs to be behind these two. Potentially see onto these roofs. Roofs. Although the alley is going to go back over there, at least a little bit. Well, I'll leave this guy like this, and then later, probably going to delete this brush and redo it. But that's fine. So, yeah, we're getting there. Definitely getting there. Oh, heights on these don't all line up anymore. Let's deal with that. Go lower. Maybe lower. Think like that. Okay. Real quick here. Everything comes out diagonally, so it's shaped like shaped like that. Is that how that thing works? Yeah, except I think it comes out like this far. I think there's stairs going up this way to the first landing and then up this way to the top. Oh, first landing this way to the second landing and then top. Okay. Is that a full story? No, I think it's a full story above the ground, but not above the walkway. I think it's short back there. Let's have the walkway go around that corner. That'll be the last thing I do tonight. There. There we are. This might actually need to go back further. We'll figure that out later. So I'm going to call it here for the night. And I might stream tomorrow. I'm working early. But that also means that I have to get up in like 8 hours from now. Well, maybe 10 hours from now. Too early. Working a bunch of late shifts and then having a day off and then having an early shift sucks. It's really bad. Anyway, next time on the show, I definitely want to get around the corner over here because there's the alley that goes back off that way. And, oops, let me see. I might just fill in this area. That means making a placeholder for the curb, which I want to be a model. And the displacement grass inside, which isn't going to be hard. And then very soon I would like to get the pathways and rock wall that are right there, which you can see, I mean, all this stuff, these paths, this rock wall. If I could get that in, I'd be very, very happy. So that, however much I can get to of those things, possibly tomorrow, whenever the next time I stream, that's what we're going to be doing next. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, everybody who's watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.